Hi everyone, thank you for joining me on yet another read. Like, share, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy these positive affirmations I'm guided to today based off of the cards that fall through. Today specifically, we will be getting messages from Archangel Michael, but before we begin, I'll just start us off with a quick little prayer to Archangel Michael to just introduce his energy very strongly in the reading before we pull cards. Just know that only a positive chord connects us, such that whatever we receive through this energy reading, it's this or something greater. Knowing that, yes, whatever's benevolently aligned with us and has the full and total armor of God, specifically Archangel Michael, since this session is dedicated to him. We call on our angels of purest light, specifically Archangel Michael, divine protector and warrior of light. Thank you for your constant presence and surrounding us with your sapphire blue shield today. We ask you to join us today with unconditional love. Cut away all internal and external cords, blocks, and or energies, seen and or unseen obstacles that do not serve our highest good. Guide our steps with clarity, courage, and calm, comforting and strengthening our hearts and minds. Thank you for comforting and surrounding us with your heavenly protection and light. And thank you, Archangel Michael and angels of purest light, for your powerful intercession, protection, guidance, your strength, healing, courage, your truth, justice, wisdom, and confidence. We release this prayer with trust and gratitude, and so it is, and so it is, and so it heavenly is. Let's find out what Archangel Michael has for us today. So, just feels like he's very active in bringing wherever it is there's been great injustices, Archangel Michael is here to deliver us from any and all evil, to ensure that we receive the justice that we need. This is where he's intervening. Wherever it is that things have definitely been not balanced, fair, wherever it is that there are literally blockages of any kind, because when it comes through upright, this is an energy indicating things being transmuted and healed. I'm also getting wherever it is that his energy or any energy of pure light, where it's sacred ones, saints, whoever's part of our spiritual team, the guardians of the four corners, the angels, ancestors, sacred ones who are part of our spiritual teams, who haven't had access to us, wherever it is that that energy has been blocked, that's where we've got the beautiful angel, Archangel Michael, coming through with his sword of protection to cut cords across all time and space with those people, places, and situations, to ensure that this energy returns upright and the healing that you need manifests for you as well. Then the Queen of Cups as well, is wherever it is that you've been feeling emotionally overwhelmed, wherever it is that you've been in a loveless situation, wherever it is where you feel like people or your own heart chakra has been blocked off, where the energy of forgiveness or love or peace or well-being has been needed, but maybe you just haven't been able to receive it. Just know that Archangel Michael is definitely working in your life to ensure that those cords across all time and space are blocked, that the healing that you need come through. Because even though we have these messages from Archangel Michael, as you heard, we called in our entire council of light, essentially. So this healing energy might be coming through from another angel or benevolent one who's part of your spiritual team. It might be an ascended master. Take it out, resonates. For me, when I see this combination of cards, I think of Mary, Mother Mary, just because I love the energy of Mother Mary. I associate it very closely with this energy of the Queen of Cups. So any feminine energy where there's a lot of blue, I've started associating it with her. So it could be any of the, guys that I specifically called in. It could be a completely different set of guys. Take it out, resonates. But that's essentially what I'm seeing, that Archangel Michael is most active in your life to deliver you from any and all evil, no matter what the sources across all time and space. Such that you receive the full and total justice against any and all negative agendas in your life, and in a way that keeps you completely safe. Wherever it is that you need protection, wherever it is that you need healing, wherever it is that you need guidance, just know that you're receiving it, that those cords across all time and space have been cut and severed and replaced with positive cords of light, of love, of joy, of peace, of well-being, of anything good and high vibrational. So that's essentially what's coming through initially in the reading. And now we have, Page of Cups, new energy. So what I'm getting first and foremost is whether or not you are in a relationship with anyone. It could be a friend, it could even be yourself, like a journey to self-love, a journey to really appreciating life, or it's a specific person. It could even be a friend where it's platonic. Wherever it is that there's budding new energy, just know that Archangel Michael is making sure that this energy is protected. So again, this could be someone that you're already in a relationship with and that you really care about. Maybe it's an energy of like introducing new love into that relationship. Archangel Michael's protecting that union, ensuring that that happens. This could be healing within yourself. This could be a completely brand new person who's one of your destiny helpers, who's one of your friends, who's one of the people that is aligned with you benevolently. And so it's reminding me of this prayer that I listened to on Threads the other day. It's this gorgeous account called Prayer something, and she was essentially saying wherever it is that there have been delays or stagnancy of any kind from the enemy, that's where we're calling in the Archangel Michael specifically in this reading to come through and intercede, to cut those cords, to ensure that those delays do not happen, to ensure that this love is protected, these unions are protected, whether it's self-love or love of a project, love of a friend, love of a family member. It could be platonic, romantic, take it out resonates, but that's the energy that's coming through here, a huge big protection in connection to that. And then we've got Hanged Man, which came through as well with the Page of Cups. So wherever it is that you need to shift your perception, see things from a higher perspective, perhaps this is even just thinking in alignment with your highest and greatest good. Archangel Michael's coming through to protect your mind, to protect your heart, to protect your spirit, to protect you such that you continue thinking, or maybe it is in the aspect of seeing things in a completely different way. Because even when I look at this character, kind of looks like they're thinking, considering, they're thinking mostly with their heart here, like tuning into the portal of their heart, whereas the energy of the Hanged Man usually speaks about the crown chakra being activated, even how it's visualized here, as you guys can see. I'm also just drawn to, wow, the green light. And so there's been a bit of a theme personally in my own life of The Great Gatsby, and I'm suddenly seeing that a little bit here. So take it out resonates. Perhaps there's some I don't know, there might be a theme or something. I'm not gonna 0707 on the clock. Take it out, it resonates. Otherwise, please leave that. Otherwise, this is like any sacrifices that you've made or needed to make. This is an energy of remaining flexible in connection to that. And then with the Hanged Man as well, it's just this aspect. So I know with myself, one of the things that I've been asking my angels to guide me with, one of the intentions that I've set out for myself, is to just continue thinking about things that I prefer, things that I like, to maybe spend time praying instead of worrying about certain things, surrendering all of my worries. That's where I see this energy of sacrifice, literally sacrificing anything that brings me down, any negative energy, conscious or subconscious, that I feel in my body, that I feel in my mind, that I feel in my spirit, or that is manifested in this 3D physical reality for me. The point is sacrificing, releasing and relinquishing that, and focusing instead on God and His promises, on things that are good feeling, and allowing this love to, or this joy to grow, this love to grow, this happiness to grow, this, these new feelings of well-being to grow. Because even here, you can see kind of how his feet are visualized as well. Not only is he thinking, but there's a little bit of like nervousness that I'm kind of getting here. So wherever it is that we're feeling a little nervous and anxious and unsteady or unsupported, I'm just getting that Archangel Michael's coming through to provide us with that courage, with that confidence, with that strength, with the healing that we need, with the truth and epiphanies, realizations that we need. And yeah, like I said, to continue thinking. And this is also the energy of remaining flexible and open, agile, remaining, just like trusting and flowing with the universe. So I'm getting that Archangel Michael supporting us and doing exactly that. We just need one more card. Okay, we've got 4 cards. Well, so many cards came through. I'm just going to get just one card, please, Spirit, to close off the reading. And then, yeah, 10 of Cups, our happy home, our community. So for me, this is the energy of like Disney Junior. Whether or not you've watched Disney Junior, just watch any show from Disney Junior, and you'll understand that this is the energy of living in a Disney Junior-like timeline. This is confirmation of our happiest, the most joyful, highest timeline, that the highest potential that we have, that it has the full and total armor of God, that we're tapping into it with our community, our soul tribe, our soul family. These are people who truly celebrate us, truly love us, who truly have our highest and greatest good in mind. They have our full and total protection. They have the full and total protection of Archangel Michael. And again, this could be people that you're already connected to, or it could be a group of people that you will be connected to. Take it out, it resonates. And then we've got Virgo, digest, coming through in the reading. So Virgo I associate definitely with the energy of healings, the physician. It is the energy of looking at things at a detailed perspective. It's the energy of harmony, as it's ruled by 6 as well. And then, yeah, like I said, perhaps you're digesting something, perhaps you're literally looking over something, or it's your digestive system, like that's healing as well. Take it out, resonates. Let's just see what's in the book. What do they say about Virgo specifically? Just give me a sec. And I am back. It says, symbolized by woman / goddess holding a sheaf of wheat. The mutable, that was the energy of the Hanged Man. The mutable earth sign Virgo is ruled by Mercury. Wheat can often feed the multitudes once the grain is sorted from the sheaf or chaff. Virgo is connected to the nervous system and the intestinal tract, the job of which is to sort nutrients from waste. So I feel like this is happening at a spiritual level as well as at a physical level for us. Not only is this a healing of our internal environment, our nervous system, but our intestinal tract, as well as like in life, like I said, wherever it is that there've been any injustices, or we've been feeling overwhelmed, where there's been some kind of imbalance, where there've been blockages and delays, just getting that, all of that is being sorted from, like the nutrients are being sorted from the waste, and all that's now manifesting for us, and this is under divine will, in divine timing, in the perfect way. You know, this is something greater that what literally manifests for us is this shift, this change that's desired, that's good feeling, and that aligns us with like a community, including self-love within ourselves, that really, really loves us, a community that really loves us, and love that we have as well for ourselves in our lives. It says, look for the grain and release the sheaf, weed, harvest, salt. Something in the situation needs to be sorted, edited, or reorganized to bring in its harvest. Very interesting. This is the energy of the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man for me is a card ruled by Gemini, which is also Mercury ruled energy. It's also about like thinking and speaking and communicating in a very different light, in a very different way. So I'm seeing that coming through about things being sorted, edited, or reorganized in order to bring in its harvest, whether you're asking about a relationship, a work project, or the culture in which you work. Virgo wants you to be specific, to sort and release a habit, not a person, and change how you interact, but not necessarily with whom you interact. Examine the situation for the patterns that need to be released and composted, and what seeds need to be saved for another time or planted for the next season. That's very interesting for me, because one of the things that I've personally been praying for is for a timeline divergence. And what I'm understanding from this reading is not so much an energy of like removing myself from these people, but looking at them differently, maybe finding out how I can start responding differently within the situation, because that's where there will be a sweeter harvest. So it says, examine the situation for patterns that need to be released and composted, because literally it says it's not about sorting. It says be specific, sort and release a habit, not a person. Change how you interact, but not necessarily whom you interact with. Examine the situation for patterns that needs to be released and composted, and what seeds needs to be saved for another time or planted for the next season. Rather than focusing on faults, appreciate what is valuable about each interaction, opportunity, and person. Truly absorb the worth and wonder and be healed thereby. It may be time to take an introspective break and work on your self-care routine. Look at your diet and health habits to see what needs improvement. Absorb vitality. If you just weed, okay, so the challenge is if you just weed the garden and don't plant or cultivate, all you'll have is an empty bed. Editing without creating gives you no content. Sometimes you have to ask the inner editor to take a break and let the creative process flow. Then let the editor clean and polish. The gift is the world is gloriously complex. Virgo encourages us Virgo encourages us to see how the details fit together, how the leaves and twigs may make up a forest. Light and shadow co-create our image of the whole, rather than judge the worth. Okay, sorry, I'm struggling to read this. The gift is the world is gloriously complex. Virgo encourages us to see how the details fit together, how the leaves and twigs make up a forest. Light and shadow co-create our image of the whole. Rather than judge the worth of the part, pay attention to the necessary role each piece plays. The shade protects wheat so it can grow and therefore has value even if it's not edible. Perceive not just with your mind, but with mind, heart, and soul together. I honestly feel like this is exactly what this combination of cards was saying. To maybe look with the heart. And what I loved as well was just this idea of like not necessarily trying to remove people. Like I said, it was this energy of like delivered from all sources of evil across all time and space, but it's about us shifting what we see, finding and looking at the details to see how things fit together. I don't know, you guys definitely heard the reading, so let me not re-explain it. You might be drawn to certain numbers. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so sorry that I've been a little distracted in today's reading. I'm so grateful to our angels of purest light for guiding us to each other and to these messages. Like, share, comment, and subscribe if you love these positive affirmations. Specifically, let me know in the comment section down below which of the messages we were guided to today specifically stood out to you. I want to thank Archangel Michael, any and all of our angels of purest light who came through to deliver this message to us today and to show us what it is that we needed to know. Until the next one, big kisses, goodbye, and check out other readings from me.